What's going on, guys? Here to give you the bullet points of the New York Jets' first day of practice. If you appreciate it, a thumbs up is an easy way to show it. And if you want these all summer long, you can go ahead and hit subscribe if you're new. So, first things first, offensive line, some musical chairs early. No sign of Dwayne Brown. Haven't seen an update as of why, but the Jets went with Billy Turner as left tackle one with the first team. Mekhi Becton, who was limited but still practicing, still has the brace on his right knee. Was working at right tackle with the first team, and then when Zach Wilson came in with the second team, he moved over to left tackle. Connor McGovern also getting the early reps with the ones, but remember, Bryce Hall was ahead of Sauce Gardner the first day last year, so you got to take everything here with a little bit of a grain of salt. Still have a long way to go with the offensive line. Some other injury news: rookie Jarek Bernard-Converse, defensive back, was in a walking boot, per Connor Hughes, who, by the way, credit him, Zach Rosenblatt, and Robbie Sabo on Twitter for all these updates. So it's going to be a while until we see JBC. Now, with Brandon Echols also suspended for the first game, I think this makes Bryce Hall at least a lock for week one, Monday night against the Bills, just for cornerback insurance, and then we'll kind of see what they want to do from there. Overall, from practice, defense dominant early, as per usual in training camp. Defense is always a little bit ahead of schedule rather than the offense. Jermaine Johnson and Bryce Huff had would-be sacks. Rodgers' most targeted receivers, as I could tell from compiling the tweets, was Tyler Conklin, Garrett Wilson, and Mecole Hardman. Makes total sense. He's not going to throw a ton of passes to Lazard and Cobb because he already has chemistry with those guys. So he's probably going to feature his new teammates pretty often. And seems like Tyler Conklin and him are off to a pretty good start, which is exciting to see. No real mention of Corey Davis. I'm sure if he was absent, they would have said so, but I didn't hear much about him. I know the team is trying to get him to take a pay cut, so we'll see how that goes. On the defensive side of the football, Jamie Sherwood is getting that first crack as the third linebacker spot. Look, with Quan, yeah, I'd like to bring him back. He makes you better. He makes you deeper. But at the same time, if we're a team worth our salt, we can take fifth-round picks and develop them into rotational players by year three, which that third linebacker spot really is a sub-package rotation type player. So if Sherwood's that guy, that's totally fine. Nick Bawden got some, as a surprise here, Nick Bawden got some reps with the first team. Actually, Aaron Rodgers' first pass of practice goes to Nick Bawden. So our coaching staff, along with Hackett, we got some guys from Tennessee who ran a lot of 21 personnel, used the fullback. So I think he's got a shot to crack the final 53. Zach Wilson coming in with the second team had a pretty solid day. He did throw the first touchdown of camp after the first team defense shut out Aaron Rodgers and company, to Mecole Hardman in 11-on-11. So Tim Boyle also struggled quite a bit. So it's Zach Wilson should definitely win that job because Tim Boyle is not really a rosterable quarterback in my opinion. There it is. If you want a way to in-depth rundown of this entire Jets roster, you can check that out down below. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to you tomorrow.